yeah, baby. Here we go, guys. Easy now, buddy. There we go, not bad. First one. Got him on the flipping jig, gotta replace that trailer. But, so I'm testing out the St. Croix Victory. 7.3 heavy, full contact finesse. Flipping a jig, got our first bass of the day. Gonna let him go. Thank you, sir. Just gotta replace my trailer now. Yeah, I'm throwing a Strike King fluorocarbon jig with a baby D-bomb trailer, and he hit it pretty hard. So, it's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get more. Okay, so first impressions on the St. Croix Victory. Now again, this is the 7.3 heavy. It is the full contact finesse, which in my mind, when I hear full contact finesse, I'm thinking close quarters, I'm thinking flipping stuff. So that is what I'm using it for today. Like I said, I'm just flipping around a Strike King jig in this grass, and I'm pretty impressed so far. You know, this is a $190 rod, I believe, and it's super light. I think when I weighed it on the scale, it was 4.3 ounces, which is very impressive. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 sensitivity, I have poison adrenas, and those I'd rate probably like, well, on my scale, those are the most sensitive rods I've ever used. The poison adrena is a 10, and like the worst rod I've ever used is a 1. This is probably like a 6 or 7, so it's pretty good for the price. I'd say it's comparable to like a Dobbins Sierra, maybe even a Champion, like a Daiwa Tatula, the non-elite version, the non-AGS Air Guide version. As far as balance, so like I said, this is a 7.3 heavy, but it's only 4.3 ounces, so it's super light, a little tip heavy. It balances maybe, I think it balances right at this hook keeper right there. But the weight offsets the fact that it's just a little tip heavy. So I'm not having any issues here flicking this jig. I can tell exactly what it's doing. I'm just very light shakes. Usually on a heavy rod that's tip heavy too, it's just kind of dulled down. You can't really feel what you're doing, but because this is so light for its length, even though it's not particularly the most balanced rod you'll ever use, it kind of makes up for it in the weight. Ooh. That was about the same size as the first one, like a clone. Exactly like the first fish. Beautiful. Look at him. Not bad. Woo. But as far as applications and what I would use this rod for, I would say basically exactly what I'm doing. This flipping around a jig or Texas rig, rubber worms. One really nice thing that I've noticed about this rod so far is it has more of a, what is it? Extra fast action. It says it's extra fast, but it really loads. When you set the hook and you're fighting a fish, it really loads throughout the whole rod. You know, a 7.3 heavy extra fast, you would think it might be a broomstick, but this is not. And guys, forgive me for this wind. I just can't get away from it. Wherever I go, whenever I go. I got to work at 2:30, so I figured I'd come out here. I got out here around like 4:15. I go whenever I can, and I got to deal with whatever's going on when I go. And this wind, I mean, it's not terrible. It's probably like 6 or 7 miles an hour, but it's just non-stop. Holy crap, what? No way. I thought I was on grass. Literally no idea. I had a fish on. Reeling it in, I was like, why is this grass not coming off? It was a fish. That's awesome. All right. Small. I felt when I set the hook, he just came right up. Small guy. Alright guys, before it gets too dark, I guess I just want to wrap up my initial impressions on the Victory. And I'm pretty impressed so far. The fact that it's $190 and it weighs 4.3 ounces, it's a 7.3 heavy, that's pretty impressive to me. And I'm excited to see what other fish I could land on this. I got 4 tonight on this, and none with too much size, but the rod loaded really well. It has a great tip for flipping. It would be great for jigs. I would even throw like heavier shaky heads on this, no problem. Like I said, the full review will be coming in about 2 to 3 weeks once I get some serious hours. Not serious hours, but you know, at least 2-3 full days fishing with this thing. Then I'll be able to sit down and give you a full in-depth review. Like I said, the balance, it's not the greatest, but it's offset by the fact that it's so light for its length and power. I have a Chronarch on here, which is 6.5 ounces right now. If you threw like a Corrado on here, it's more like 7.5 to 8 ounces. It would balance out just a tad better, but I'm pretty impressed so far. So I'm gonna put this rod down because I think the flip and bite is kind of off. I'm gonna see, you know, I probably have about half an hour left of daylight. I'm gonna throw around a spinnerbait, chatterbait, see what else I can get. So yeah, St. Croix Victory, looking good so far.